Do you struggle to build your content calendar each month? Well, stay tuned because this video, I'm going to be breaking down my exact strategy that I use for my clients to make sure we build an email calendar that is packed with great information, it nurtures our customers, and of course is driving sales. Even if you just need some ideas and inspiration on an email you want to get out this weekend, watch along. We're going to cover some really actionable calendar making strategy. So if you're like a lot of brands out there, you may be in this space of, oh crap, we need to get an email out this week. We haven't made anything. Let's just reuse an old email. Let's send it to everybody. Stop right there. Okay. We need to get strategic in our email marketing so that it can be the most effective send possible when you're reaching out to your audience. So this is going to be a fun one because I'm going to find a random brand online, put in my email strategist mode hat on without even seeing their data. I just want to take a look at their brand and develop a content calendar. So let's not wait any further. Let's jump right in. Okay, so for this demonstration, I'm inside of Notion here. Now you don't have to use Notion, but I wanted to make it super easy so that way you guys could get access to this calendar and use it if you want to. So that link will be down below. So if you just want to copy this, jump right to it and start sending, it's in the description below. But let's go ahead and figure out what brand we want to experiment with. So for this, I'm actually just going to head over to mill.com and see what brands we kind of land on. So one brand in particular that I follow, I check out their emails, they have great content. I've actually even done a design tutorial, as you can see here, where I kind of showed how they made some of their emails. So check that out if you haven't yet. But I think this is a great opportunity to see how we could maybe build out a sample content calendar for them. So let's head over to their website, otherland.com. and take a look. So what can we kind of work with? So in your shoes, I want you to think about your brand. They're the brand you're working with. Of course, we have our core product, maybe best sellers, right? Okay, yeah, we got a product. And of course, we want to do product features, but that's kind of boring and it doesn't really drive clicks. So we're looking for ways that we can be creative in our email marketing calendar and hitting a few different key points. So off the bat with Otherland, I want to think about customer groupings. So we have people who've landed on the website for the first time. Maybe they went through the welcome series, but they're still not quite sure what fragrance is right for them. So we have kind of some uncertainty. We also have longtime BFFs of the brand. They love everything they release. They are VIPs, right? They love everything. You really don't have to convince them much. You have a new scent out, I want it. Then you maybe even have groupings of people who are one scent focused. So for instance, here I see this kind of warmer, cozier cardamom wick candle. So maybe that's more fall scented. So we're also thinking through like, okay, maybe we have people who are interested in different scent profiles. So the first thing I think about is who can we talk to? And how can we talk to them, right? Because we don't want to treat everybody the same. It's a recipe for disaster. You're not going to get a good click rate. We want to figure out who are these audiences, these pools that we want to reach out to, okay? So when thinking of kicking off their calendar, for this one, we're kind of looking at December. So you can see here I have like a sample calendar and we have some like Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff. Maybe that's ending here, which if you want access to this calendar, you might miss it, but in the idea inbox, I outlined an entire November calendar for our members. But for this, let's say we are well into December now, and we are looking to kind of get things back into motion. We're off of sale mode, and we're now into nurture mode in December. So the great thing about our brand here that I'm thinking through is also the giftability. So of course, candles make a fantastic gift. So we're kind of targeting a few different things here. So a lot I just said right there, but we're going to make it all make sense. Okay. So looking through the website again, we have that gift section. I really like that. So I'm thinking through, okay, we have this giftability piece. So I like this. So I think this would make a great email send. This is kind of what I falls into almost like a product education of sorts. We have this, did you even know? And also it's referral based. We're getting more customers coming in. So going into our calendar, we want to think through, of course, in December, like our ship date. Like if we're doing gifting, we kind of need to be hitting that in November and early December. So I'm thinking through, okay, Wednesday, maybe we sent a last sale extended for our Cyber Monday sale. let's give it a little bit of a recovery. Give our list a little bit of a break. Maybe we went kind of crazy in November. So let's come in to Saturday here. So I think this is where we can kind of outline a gift-a-box. And what I like to kind of detail in here too is let's make like a new section here. Who are we targeting? And I think this is a great email for people who have recently ordered, right? Maybe we've got to have their candle for a while, right? To make sense that they're going to gift another one for somebody else. So let's say it's like potentially, 30 plus days since that recently ordered. So it's like recent, but not like too far out. Of course, our VIPs, people who keep purchasing over and over again. They love it, right? And then I think those are really our two groups. Our VIPs are recently ordered. And honestly, I think with our VIPs too, there's some layers to that. So I'm also going to throw in people who ordered 2+ times, in the last 90 days. Like a recently hot returning customer. They liked something and they came back, right? So there's kind of a grouping there, I think. Recently ordered, but it's been like 30 days plus. So they've had their candle. Maybe they love it. They can then refer it. VIPs. And then I think also, if this has been around a while for the brand, people who've done it before. So we'll do gift-a-box people. Perfect. So I think with this one in particular, we can do education on gift-a-box, how it works, showcase some different elements to it. But I think this makes a good targeted send to people who are most likely to refer. So I think we can call this one a referral theme. Referral. There we go. So we have a referral email here. I would like to get an email out shortly after to our more general audience. So I think there is opportunity to target your fuller list. So don't feel like, okay, I got to keep it super segmented every time. We definitely want to filter out the unengaged, but let's get out an email that's just super seasonal, okay? So here, I call this more of just a product focus email. Hopefully by this point, we would say, hey, we have these seasonal scents, right? Seasonal fragrances. So this is more of an inspo type email. We just want to inspire people, let them know that we have these different types of fragrances, these different profiles that we want to feature, right? So I like to call this kind of our core engaged segment. I think exclude people who've ordered recently, placed order, last 15 days. Could even tighten that up a bit. But coming off of Black Friday, is someone really going to come back and order some more after that big sale? We want to focus more on people who are still stragglers. They're out there, they're engaged, they didn't move forward. Let's get some more inspo in front of them. So we have referral, product. How about we get really targeted with it and go with our lapsed customers as well? So these are some groupings that I love to do. I like to throw these in, and then we'll find some gaps to kind of plug in the rest of this. So lapsed customers. So with this group, there could be two angles to this. Overall, just people who haven't come back. But what I like to do is our seasonal group. So we did just send that seasonal email, so I might push this one back a little bit more. But what I'm thinking with this send is targeting them and saying, hey, last year you picked up some seasonal scents. You haven't been back yet. You should be back and ready to buy, right? Seasonal. You can tell that it's very early in the morning for me right now. Seasonal group. So I like that. I'm going to push it back though a little bit. Let's maybe do on the 13th. And what can we get in between this? Let's explore the site a little bit more. So we have these different collections, which I like. Ooh, you know what's great? A quiz. I do love that. So what we could do with our quiz here is again targeting our core engaged. Actually, we'll do a quiz feature. But for our targeting for this is our converted customers. And what I'm thinking with this is we could also throw in an offer. Like we did come off of Black Friday, but look, it's a busy time in the inbox. They could have missed it. So if we want to say take our scent quiz and then get a 10% off coupon off your first order, we could target that for this group. So let's do it's kind of promo focused, but quiz feature, with a coupon. So I think that's where we can maybe plug in that piece there. So we've gone referral, product, promo, lapsed. And as you can see, I'm kind of doing every other day. You could definitely stack these in more. That is where I would get deeper into their segmentation and see how many emails their customer base is used to getting, because we could definitely fit in some more, especially since we're keeping this pretty segmented. But for now, I want to kind of spread it out a bit. So I think with a last Saturday send, we'll go with Sunday. I think that this is a really good cadence that you can do if you want to target your more core engaged at least once or twice a week. I think that's a good route to go. So let's go back to our core engaged group. And I think this potentially could be maybe focused on customer reviews. That's always like one of my top 10 templates to use is those customer review features. So let's do, I call it kind of UGC because it kind of is UGC, customer user generated reviews, UGC reviews feature. And if we have some tagged photos, I think that would be really great here. And I think that can go to everybody. Core engaged galore, send it to everybody, even if they recently purchased, because it's a great kind of driver for our recently ordered group for them to, I mean, it's not going to move them toward leaving a positive review, but it still is kind of reinforces they picked up something that a lot of people stand behind. So great, we have that UGC. And then maybe we come in here to, again, more of a themed piece. So we've covered customer reviews, quiz feature. I think now that we're getting very close to Christmas here, we could come in with a tried and true text-based email. Always love a text-based email. I know I'm a design girly through and through, but I love throwing this out here. And this is where we can maybe drive some urgency. Last call. If you guys want your product to get here before Christmas, you better order today, right? So we're throwing in, it's not a promo, but it has that urgency piece, that extra little element that drives those people on the fence. So I think you could really target, honestly, you could target your core engaged, but also making sure we include people who recently abandoned, browsed, and joined. So we're kind of covering both aspects there. So we have kind of our core engaged group who is really engaged with us. They've been opening our emails. They like our stuff. But also if you've recently abandoned, browsed, or just joined our list, this is the last call, my friend. So I think that could be a good one to drive some last minute sales before we head into the full holiday season here. And then typically, I like to think that you'd maybe run a promotion during this portion of it. A lot of brands will, so don't feel like, oh, everyone else is doing it, so I have to. But it's a great shopping time for a reason. A lot of people are off home. They, of course, are spending time with family, but a lot of them are looking for some deals, like in shopping around. So you could throw in a promo here, which I think I will for this brand. So let's fall into our seasonal. Let's do a seasonal sale. And then with this one, of course, honestly, our core engaged, but I think just excluding everyone who has purchased recently. So we could do our announcement. And with sales, I like to be a bit more aggressive with it. So with a promo, we'll do a reminder here, but do a different spin to it. Don't always just send out these promos like blasting the sale. 30% off side-wide, get it now. Maybe there's a clever spin we can do to it, which I think with the seasonal, maybe we could pull in, what each scent reminds us of. So I'm imagining with this email, it could almost be like if I have, let's look at some other scents actually, because that's where I'm getting the vibes in my head of where maybe it could be, which they have a lot of great themes on here, which is fantastic. Okay, but this reverie, roast, Rutro, raggy, that's what it reminds me of. But anyways, this roast one, which I'm assuming now brewing, very coffee themed, right? So I feel like in our prompt here, if we wanted to kind of break that out, we could have a, let's see, do I have my prompt piece? Select to add. Duplicate. Oh, I put it in there twice. Yeah, it's fine. For our prompt, we could say, pairing candles with cozy vibes. So our roast candle, evokes feelings of being in a coffee shop during the first snow of the season, right? We're painting a picture here. That's what I'm imagining. First snow for the season, etc., etc. So maybe pick a few candles and also, hey, here's the reminder of the promo at the top. So we'll do candle inspo. Great. And then with this last piece here, we could push it all the way into the kind of Christmas part of this, but let's just push it over the weekend, a real quick one. So we'll do a promo ending, and this one maybe we'll keep it very straightforward. Keep focused on the promo. I like it. So maybe a bit of recovery here. What you could do if you wanted to is send out a nice note on Christmas. It kind of depends. You always got to keep in mind too, your audience, people of different backgrounds. So kind of sending a thing on Christmas, maybe all that, but maybe you could send out a founder's note. So maybe we'll do it on Christmas Eve, and it doesn't have to be kind of Christmassy related. It can really just be, hey, the holidays are great because of you, or something like that. Like, hey, what could be really fun with this one? If they have a loyalty program, which maybe they do, maybe they don't. But if they did, we could potentially say, hey, this is our little thank you to you, our VIPs. Oh, that could be really fun. So our VIPs, thank you. Also, here is 200 points. Pick out a new scent for the new year. Start off on the right foot. This is just our way to say thank you for being such a great fan. It builds trust with that group. It just, gives you warm, fuzzy feelings. It just nurtures your VIPs. And then, of course, with those 200 points, ideally, that's close, but not close enough for a free candle. So that way they buy more and you get another order. So, hey, I hate to be maniacal about it, but of course we want to get some sales too. So makes them feel good and also hopefully get some conversions in there. So that's a fun spin to it. You could also keep it more general and just kind of send it to your full kind of core engaged group. But, a little founder's note. This could be text-based. It could be very simplified. Nothing too, it doesn't have to be too complicated, right? You can keep it super simple. And then here we're going into the new year, which I know it's so lame, but I'm immediately thinking new year, new scent, new fragrance. I think there really could be a fun, oh my gosh, there could be a really fun one of like your New Year's resolutions paired with a candle. Okay, I'm doing a lot of pairing stuff, but I'm like, I love it. Okay. So New Year's resolution paired with a candle. So I could imagine, let's see. So if we have, mountain lace. So if you are looking to hit the trails, go out into nature, mountain lace is the candle to set your intention for the new year. Or maybe we're looking at, spice it up. That actually sounds really good. Pink peppercorn, brown sugar. Love that. So maybe it's like, hey, I am going to learn a new skill. I don't know. You can kind of have fun with it. But here's this candle, and here's my New Year's resolution. Pick the candle, set the intention. We're here for you. That could be a fun one. I like that vibe. So even though I'm kind of having like a little hee ha ha with this, we are trying to get our product in front of our customers without it being the same boring feature. Here's the best sellers, and it's a dynamic block of all your best sellers. Like, that's not inspiring. That doesn't make me like imagine what it's like to have this candle in my house. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to have fun with it, be inspirational as well. So that could be a fun one there. Of course, at the end of the year, I do love to do a year in review. What did we do? So I love year in review emails. It can be almost like we released these scents. We were able to get picked up in Nordstrom this year. We worked on this new giving back program, and we were able to do X, Y, and Z. It's just a really great email to kind of wrap up the year in a nice way. This also is where you could throw in another thank you of like, here y'all go. Here is a $10 off coupon. Go pick out your new scent of the year. We can't wait to explore some new fragrances into 2025, right? Could be something cutesy like that, which I love a good year in review email. And then we could throw in one more send in here, but this is a pretty well-rounded calendar so far. I'm liking the vibes of it. Now, if we wanted to throw in some extra pieces here, potentially we could get even segmented on, honestly, we covered a lot of it. I'm like, what have I not included? We've got people on the fence. We've got a promo. We got referral stuff. We got UGC, new year, new fragrance. We got inspo. this is a pretty well-rounded calendar, if I had to say so myself. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty well-rounded. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful, just looking over my shoulder. The piece that's missing out of this, I will say, is getting into the data. I'm big on the data. What is actually driving click-throughs right now? What is working well? So that would influence this calendar as well. But if I'm just going, hey, off of feelings and vibes and what I think would work well because I know it works well with other clients, this is the calendar that I would go with here. So if you want this calendar, like I said, I'll link it down below. It'll be a live link. And if you have Notion, I think it even lets you just copy it over into your own calendar here. So copy it over. And I know it's talking about New Year, new candles, but maybe there's New Year, new shoes, New Year, new makeup. I don't know, whatever you want to, kind of do your spin to your brand on, you can. And of course, if you're looking to develop calendars like this for your brand, me and my team at Sparkbridge Digital are here to help. We would love to talk about building out not only, your December calendar, but the rest of your year, and working with you one-on-one to build out a very effective email strategy that is nurturing and of course converting. And until next time, guys, I will see you in the inbox. Bye.